Hello guys, and welcome to an update video. This has been recorded on the 22nd of July 2012, which is a Sunday, and a Sunday afternoon. The purpose of this video is to actually give you some information about what's going on my channel. I have had things going on. I think it's about time that I talked about it, shared what's going on. I have been quite quiet recently. I know a few of you have been asking me questions about what's going on, but I think most of you probably is oblivious to what has been happening. So the first thing that I've got a list of things that I want to discuss in this particular video, so I think I'll get to what they are. So the first thing is sorry for the lack of Dawnguard stuff. Then I want to say hello to the new subs. I also then want to talk about what's been happening between me and Bethesda and Zenimax and YouTube. I also want to talk about some new projects that I've got upcoming, such as RTS Tuesday, live streaming. I also want to talk about some partnerships, specifically with my channel, YouTuber Spotlight, thank yous, and let's get on with that. So the first thing is, I am very sorry that I haven't been producing any more Dawnguard information videos. To be honest, the reason why I stopped making YouTube Dawnguard videos was because I got scared off by Zenimax and Bethesda, Zenimax really, on behalf of Bethesda. For those of you who don't know, I made a YouTube video about Dragonbone weapons and I uploaded it on the 17th of June, and they did a DMCA takedown of it, claiming copyright infringement. Basically, because of that, I got a copyright sanction strike against my account, which meant that I was restricted. To be honest, I felt that it was rather unfair, and I tried to communicate to Bethesda or /Zenimax directly. However, they have ignored everything. Every single attempt of mine to get in touch with them, they have simply ignored. So now I'm going through YouTube, and I've spoken to YouTube, and they are going to help me, so that's nice. So I'm pleased about that. So at the moment I've got the same amount of restrictions on my account as a person who would have uploaded the latest Batman movie, for instance, which I think is very unfair, because if for those of you who did see the video, it was basically about the Dragonbone weapons that you would find in the video game. And I discussed about the videos. I discussed that Zenimax had been taking down the videos. I discussed that the videos were that the images that I assumed were the offending material were widely available anywhere on the internet, and that you could even do a Google search to find them. Apparently Bethesda /Zenimax didn't like whatever was in my video, and so because of that they took it down. However, I haven't been able to get in touch with anybody despite my various attempts, as I've already said. Hopefully though, in a few days, maybe actually might even be a week or so, things might be back to normal, and he is hoping. It has made me feel rather disappointed towards them, because I am a big fan of the Elder Scrolls, which is, as you all know, is made by Bethesda. Anyway, well, it's been all to no avail. So hopefully YouTube will help me out. The next thing I want to say is that I want to say a big hello to my new subs, because there's about 1,000 of you. So I'm really happy actually to have all you guys on board. It was a real big surprise actually to get as much support as I've been getting lately. Well, I mean, apart from being delighted about that, I'd like to say thank you. So that's a big thank you. That's to all the new subscribers and to the old ones, because if it wasn't for you sticking around, I'd still only have 1,000. Right, the other thing that I want to talk to you about is some projects. Before we do, I want to talk to you about some bits of information. I've been approached by about 4 networks now. I think it's because my channel has been growing fast lately. Faster than a channel of my size normally grows. So I think I've been attracting some attention. I don't know how they know about me and my stuff, but nevertheless I've been approached. I have been approached by Machinima, I've been approached by TGN, I've been approached by Social Blade, and I've been approached by somebody else, and I can't remember who that was, sorry. To be honest, when I first got the information about joining up to a network, I didn't really think that it would be worth my time, because it just doesn't sound like something that would help me. However, I do know the advantages of getting a partnership status with a network. You get all sorts of bonuses, things like being able to choose your own thumbnail, which absolutely helps you a ton. I can make money on my videos right now, and some of you may have noticed that some of my videos do have adverts on, and I do make a little bit of money on that. Some months a little bit more than a little bit, but most of the time it's a little bit. It's not very much. When you join up with a network, you can basically make money on all your videos because they have the very various bits and pieces and documentation that allow you to monetize Let's Plays, for instance, which I don't have the documentation, or I don't know the people in the know in order for that to happen, which would be good, because if I can make a little bit of money on the side, it actually means that I can spend more time doing this thing, because if, you know, some of the money could go towards paying the bills, then that sort of stops becoming a hobby and more becomes something a little bit more productive in my life, which obviously would be very good for everybody involved. Because the other thing is that I don't really want to blow the money on bills, to be honest. But if I can get some better equipment, I want to get a webcam, first of all. And that sort of ties in with the other thing that I want to talk about, which is live streaming. Yeah, I don't really have... Well, I do have a webcam, but it's one of them ridiculous 2 megapixel things that are mounted into the head of the screen of my computer, and it's really poor quality, so I didn't really want to use that, to be honest. So I want to use... I've been saving up. I want to get some equipment for recording. That kind of also ties in with something with my other couple of projects. One is YouTuber Spotlight, which you guys have probably seen lately. I've been uploading it semi-regularly, trying to get it to about once a fortnight. I did want to try and get it once a week, but it's just not possible. My YouTuber Spotlight videos take an awful lot of time to make. They're probably the most energy-intensive, time-intensive videos that I have got on the go. And I want to thank everybody who's been involved with that, but I also want to thank you guys for watching them and for being so supportive of the people that I've been putting forwards, and I'm really pleased about the way that that's gone. The other thing is that I want to do something called RTS Tuesday, and reason why it's sort of, well, basically what it is, it's going to be like one episode a week on a Tuesday where I play an RTS game. I don't know if I'll just do a skirmish, probably won't do the campaigns, but I'll see how it's received. To be honest, a lot of you guys are very discriminating when it comes to the content that you want to watch that when I put out. I know it's not all of you. I know that some of you are really accepting you are of all the stuff that I do, but I think most of you are here for Skyrim, and I think a lot of you, probably is not those of you who are watching this, care more about Skyrim than anything, and you'll just ignore anything that I put out. It's not really... I don't want to be a Skyrim channel, to be honest. This is my channel, it's a gaming channel, and I enjoy games more than just Skyrim. Skyrim just so happens to be the one that got me the most subscribers. I think that's just because it's the very popular game at the moment. In a way, I sort of regret it because it's attracted to me a kind... Not like... Well... Some of the subscribers that I've got I don't really particularly like to have. The rest of you guys are spot on, and I love you all. I think you're great. But anyway, that's a little side rant that I didn't write in my notes, so I shouldn't have said it. Essentially, RTS Tuesday. So I mean, RTS is like I did do a whole bunch of a game called June 2. I don't know if you know, it was the very first RTS game. I've got about an hour of footage of it, and I think basically what I wanted to do was upload the whole thing. At the moment I can't because of the restrictions on my account. I think I'll upload all of that June 2 footage all in one day. I don't know, actually. It's very boring to watch. It's not the sort of game you can do a Let's Play of, because I think it's very old and sort of difficult. It's not as sleek. For those of you who are familiar with the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that's the plan. RTS Tuesday might turn into FPS Thursday or something like that. Just depends. I want to just do something a little bit different from RPG style gaming. I do like RPG games. They're probably my favourite, but I also like RTSs. I don't really play FPSs, to be honest, but there are some horror FPSs that I've been buying in the Steam sale, or that I've had for ages and just haven't played. Things like Metro 2033. I like that game. It's very cool. And so I don't know if I should do like one episode of it or maybe like a handful of episodes on one day. The reason why it's not going to be very much is because at the moment I still only have so much time to dedicate to doing Skyrim and Legend of Grimrock. Granted, the Skyrim is the most popular, and Legend of Grimrock actually up until recently didn't really have too much of a following, but now thankfully it does, so I'm pleased about that. That's the plan. So on a Tuesday, so basically I think what I should be asking you is, what do you think about this? What do you think about me live streaming? What do you think about RTS Tuesday? And the RTS bit could be changed for any sort of genre, but I think it would be either RTS or FPS, some sort. I'm not going to do Call of Duty, don't even ask. No, I'm not going to do it. I don't even understand it. You know, I sound like a grumpy old man, but when I see these COD, whatever the hell, videos where people are doing kill montages and things, like every single one of them looks absolutely identical to the last one. And never, ever, ever have I ever seen one that's held my attention. But apparently, it's massively popular, and people spend an awful lot of time watching them. And I don't understand the skill that's involved that apparently is being shown either, which is probably a reflection of my grumpy old manness. Anyway. That's essentially what I wanted to say. So, I hope I have covered everything that I plan to say. All I've got left to say today really is thank you very much for your attention and time. I do plan to do some videos covering games, new games and stuff, probably more regularly, because that's quite something that I enjoy doing and people seem to like as well. So if it's information that you like, then that's brilliant. But anyway, that's it for what I've got to say. Otherwise I'll just be rambling forever. So until next time, guys, thank you for your attention and stay safe. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.